Oh Lord, we need your word.
John 16:33, simple text. These things, Jesus says, I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world, you will have tribulation. Vic, he didn't say in the world, you might have tribulation. He said in the world, you will have tribulation. But he says, be of good cheer. Why? Because I, Jesus says, have overcome the world. May Lord, the blessed to the readers, the hearers, and the faithful doers of his most holy and righteous word. I want to talk about don't let pity spoil your praise party. Don't let pity spoil your praise party. In the text, the disciples of Jesus are being prepared for his departure. There's something sad in the atmosphere because they feel like Jesus obviously is no longer going to be among them, but they misinterpreted the whole context of what Jesus was saying. Just because he wasn't going to be with them physically anymore did not mean that he was no longer going to be with them. And so I need you to understand that as he was teaching them, he said that you all are going to encounter some sorrow because some people are going to be happy that I'm no longer here physically, but what they don't know is that I'm always around because I'm coming back in the form of my Holy Spirit. And so therefore, don't you be sad just because my flesh leaving, because my spirit shall remain. So I need somebody to understand this, that there's some stuff that's in your mind, in your mentality, that's got your carnality and your flesh feeling sad, feeling this kind of melancholy because something hadn't happened, or you're feeling some kind of way about some things that have gone on. But right here, each of us have to take a look at our life and understand that the Holy Ghost has been with us all year long. Because when you look at your life, it could have been worse. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't saying. You ever heard the prayer and it said, thank God for things being as well as it is? Some of y'all don't know what that means. What that means is, you know what? I got some stuff going on, but I sure thank God that I at least got this going on. I ain't got that, but I at least thank God I got this. I feel this, but I at least thank God that I can feel this. So right here, I want everyone one of us, as we prepare to leave this year behind, we can either leave it feeling pity or we can leave it ready to celebrate the goodness of God. It all depends on what's going on, Jackie, in your mentality. And so now I got to define for you a pity mentality versus a party mentality. So a pity mentality is a feeling of sorrow sparked by tribulation. Now, here's the issue with that. Tribulations, Jesus already said, we will have. So there is no escape then from tribulation, which suggests then that pity could be something we can't help, since Jesus already acknowledged that tribulation will stay. So he says that in the world you'll have tribulation. Pity is a sorrowful mentality sparked by tribulation. I'm finna show you how Jesus is going to set you up. And so now a party mentality is a feeling of joy sparked by jubilation. All right. So now you have to try to compare jubilation to tribulation. How do you do it? Well, in the text, Jesus said, in the world you will have tribulation. Pity is sorrowful feelings sparked by tribulation. Jesus says to us, in the world you'll have these tribulations, but be of good cheer. How is that possible? How can you expect me to have jubilation if you've already acknowledged that in the world I'll have tribulation? Are you suggesting, Jesus, that we celebrate even while we have tribulation? I just messed y'all up. I just messed y'all up because y'all think it's party time when everything right. Everything ain't gonna never always be right. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. Yeah. You'll never be able to celebrate the goodness of God if you think that celebrating the goodness of God is determined based on everything being good in your life. You'll never truly praise God for what he's really worthy of if your praise is dependent on your feelings. Y'all ain't saying nothing. If your praise is dependent on your feelings, then what if God's blessings were dependent on your praise? Y'all don't like it. Y'all don't like it. What if God's favor was determined by your praise? What if God waking you up this morning was determined by your praise? What if God clothing you in your right mind was determined by your praise? What if what God gonna do for you next is determined by your praise? What if I told you that your praise don't determine how you feel based on what's happening? Your praise is determined based on how you feel about how good you know God always is. See, I don't shout because everything good. I shout because God good. There it is. I just messed y'all up. So here in the text, Jesus gives us direct information. He says, here's the mentality that I need you to have. I'm not going to make you guess. I'm not going to make you have to figure it out. I'm going to tell you the mentality you got to have. He gives it to us plain in the text. He says that I'm going to point you to a party mentality over a pity mentality. I'm telling y'all not to worry about the issues and struggles you will face because in me you have peace. I just got there. In the world, you'll have tribulation. But I have overcome the world. And it's got to be oxymoronically confusing to our intellect to consider this idea of being at peace while dealing with tribulation and having cheer at the same time. How can we be at peace if we're dealing with tribulation? And how can we be expected to be of good cheer while having tribulation? So right here is where our focus is already off because we're focused too much on the tribulation. We stand on the verge of crossing over into another new year. Look like God has been good to us thus far and allowed us to make it to this last Sunday. And if it is so the will of God that he should let us cross over into the new year, when the clock strikes midnight on Thursday morning, we will have entered a brand new year. And I need us to understand that we can't leave here with a pity mentality. And so you don't know how good you got it, because you only feel what you feel. And you don't understand that it could have been worse. Situations got you feeling like you don't have a praise. Something in you right now got you feeling like you don't have a reason to be joyful. So you walk around sad, and some of y'all walk around sad for no reason. Really, you really just let emotions overtake you on a whim. It don't even take much for you to just have a pity party. It don't take much for you to start looking pitiful. It don't take nothing at all. You can bend your fingernail a little bit and say, "Oh my Jesus, what's wrong with you?" "Oh, I'm so sad." "What's wrong?" My nail broke." Really? It don't take much for some of us. Something happens though when you look at your life and you're not bothered in your spirit to the point that you let it stop your joy. Your joy is limited because you trusted folks to spark your joy. Your excitement is limited because you trusted jobs and situations to keep you feeling excited. And so, Tyrone, because the people or the places that you had trusted for your joy and your excitement have somehow let you down, now you no longer feel jubilation. People have done things that have hurt your feelings. Those folks you thought loved you. Here's what I want somebody to understand. You ought to be glad God stopped some stuff at the end of 2025. Can I say it? Y'all ought to be glad. God said, I'm not letting you go into another year under this foolishness. This stuff, you think that it's bad, but it's really the best thing that God has done for you. God said, you know what? I'm going to give you a brand new start, and I'm cutting off every job. I'm cutting off every person. I'm cutting off every experience. I'm cutting off every situation. I'm cutting off everything that ain't going to be what I need it to be for you, because when you step foot in 2026, you're going to take off running, because God said, I got a purpose for you that's so grand that the enemy already mad. And that's how come you're around here pitiful at the end of 2025 and don't know that God got you set up for a great year. But you got to get pity out of your mentality. Somebody say, I ain't finna be pitiful. If you don't want me, then that's cool. If the job lay me off, then that's cool. God got a plan. God got a plan. God got a plan for me. Y'all around here acting shocked. There's certain things happening, stuff going on your job. It's hard to deal with stuff going on in your family, stuff going on in your life. It's still not supposed to stop you from realizing that God is still good. And so what you got to do, church, here I come. Y'all think I'm coming a little slow, but I'm going to speed up now. You got to have a party mentality on purpose. I need you to say it. I got to do it on purpose. I got to do it intentionally. Y'all ain't saying nothing. You got to speak to yourself and say, self, you got to party on purpose. You got to party with intent. You got to have some joy with intent, because your mind thinking about the loved one that you lost. You got to party about beyond that. Your mind thinking about the folks who dumped you. You got to party beyond that. Your mind thinking about the things that disappointed you. You got to do it on purpose, because the situation gonna stick in your mind on purpose. So in order for you to get past it, you got to have a personal intent that I'm going to do it on purpose. I don't even feel like it, but watch me give God praise. I don't even feel like it, but watch me give God the glory, because the pity mentality is just more dominant because you don't have the joy mentality of intent. You're not intentional enough in what you want to be. If you really want to be it, you can be it. You got to have the right intent. This is the exact mentality Jesus was trying to get the disciples to recognize. Y'all can be sad, or you can be happy. You can have sorrow because I'm leaving, or you can have joy knowing that I'll be back. I wish I could really preach it the way I feel. There are going to be some hard times, but know my spirit going to be with you. I might not be with you in the flesh, but I'm still going to be with you. Your focus can't be on the fact that you got problems. Your focus has to still be on the fact that I'm the problem solver. I wish I could preach it better than y'all. Amen. I got to move you from a pity mentality to a party mentality, and I got to do it on purpose. So I need everybody in this room, under the sound of my voice, even if you're watching online, I need you to do one thing for me, and I need you to do it immediately. I need you to say, devil, take your hands off. Y'all got to say it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I said, devil, break it. I break it right now. I'm breaking it. I'm breaking the spirit of doubt. I'm breaking the spirit of fear. I'm breaking the spirit of sadness. I'm breaking the spirit of defeat. I'm breaking the spirit of suicide. I'm breaking the spirit of grief. I'm breaking the spirit of despair. I'm breaking the spirit of poverty. I'm breaking the spirit of debt. I'm breaking the spirit of low self-esteem. I'm breaking the spirit of guilt. I'm breaking the spirit of shame. I'm breaking the spirit of everything that won't let me praise my God, because whatever the devil got on me, God can take it off me. All I got to do is trust him. All I got to do is trust him. Now, Jesus says a few things in the text, and I'm going to move real quick because my daughter, did y'all know my baby girl was here? She got to go to Nashville. I don't want to hold her up. She's so bougie. Said, stand up, Ronisha. That's my baby girl. For y'all who don't know, that's my baby girl. She's so bougie. Y'all say, hey, Ronisha. Hey, Ronisha. Yeah, she's so bougie. She danced with the Boston Celtics, and she all in Boston doing her thing and got all that stuff going on, but wearing me out for money. And I be pitied. Because, Vic, I got a pity mentality. And I'm trying to end the year, Tremaine, partying. And Tyrone is rough because she keep me in pity. But look at the text. Here are a few things that the text says that has to arrest our attention. Jesus says, I'm going to give you this, and I need you to understand it, because you can praise despite your pity, because we are guarded by divine peace. I want you to say, I got divine peace. See, there's some things in the world that can threaten our peace. There's some stuff that can happen that can threaten our peace. And it doesn't matter who we are. Things happen sometime and they threaten our peace. And God says to us, there are going to be some tribulation. But notice that he started out saying, in me, you have peace. Because he knew that in the world there would be tribulation. So what can we do about the tribulation? How can we be at peace in the middle of tribulation? Is it possible, Bruce, that I can be at peace whilst yet dealing with tribulation? Is it even possible? Does it make sense, Elder Little, that on the one hand, I can be in a struggle, but on the other hand, I can still see the favor of God? Is it possible, church? I need you to reason with me. Is it possible that I can be grieving the loss of a loved one, but on the other hand, still see the favor of God? Is it possible, church, that my heart can be broken because of something that happened in my family or something that happened to me in a relationship? Is it possible that can be true, but I can still see the favor of? Is it possible, church? Is it, so if it's not possible for you, then you won't be able to understand how you're guarded by divine peace. See, herein, angel, is the revelation, because your life can confuse you. Because when individual things start happening, you think based on culture, you're supposed to feel a certain way. The enemy got you thinking you're supposed to feel, supposed to have certain doubts, certain fears, certain grief. You're supposed to, and if you keep locking into that idea, then your life starts to confuse you, because you see how good God being, but you for some reason can't attach yourself to his goodness because you're concerned with the tribulation. But herein is where divine peace guards us. Let me show you, because Jesus said in me. So here comes the issue. If you're not locked into him, then you can't get the benefits of being guarded by his peace. See, that's how come, Reginald, I can be going through a lot, but don't look like it. Because I'm guarded by divine peace. I don't let that tribulation take me out of my knowledge of who I know God is. I don't let that tribulation shift my mind. Reginald Thompson always smiling. Every time you see him, you might not have seen him for a month. He's going to walk in. What's up, big bro? Every time you see him, AJ, I don't think I ever seen him frown. Do you know what a frown look like, Reg? I don't know. He always happy. If you're asking Reg, why you always happy? Man, God, you're good to me. Like, I know you're going through something. I know you got some kind of concern. But I think that what I see in Reginald Thompson, whether he knows it or not, he's guarded by divine peace. It's like he refuses to let life take his joy. And I need everybody in here to get this in your spirit, because it can be a lot going on, but if you keep that Jesus joy, if you keep that spirit of peace, if you just keep saying, you know what, God got to work this out anyway. Ain't nothing I can do about it, no way. I might as well just trust God. And what God's peace will do, God's peace will surpass man's understanding. And folks will think you're supposed to be breaking down and cracking up, and they'll try to wonder how it is you functioning like that, because God got me guarded by his peace. That's how come I can function like ain't nothing wrong, and a whole lot can be wrong. So I'm going to conclude that it has to make sense then if I combine my life with his favor. What God does is, even in the midst of tribulation, show me he's still with me. He does that by showing me that although this is going on wrong, he's still showing me his presence. And so now I can do one or two things. I can keep focusing on what's wrong, or I can appreciate his presence. And I can say to my situation in my mind, say, the peace of God is going to sustain me while God work out whatever this is. I ain't even got to understand what this is. But the peace of God is going to sustain me. Watch this. Here's the issue, Vic, because if you're not careful, this right here can drive you crazy. It can drive you to a mental space. It can drive you to suicide. It can make you think your life ain't worth living. That's how come you got to be glad that the peace of God guards me against the attack of the enemy. Listen to me. Whatever the enemy trying to make me feel about being broke or not reaching my goal or not reaching the thing that I wanted to reach or not going to the place I wanted to go or not building in the relationship or whatever my vision was, if that don't come to pass, instead of me letting that get to me, God said, I'm going to guard you against that, because the enemy want to use that to destroy your life. But I'm going to guard you with my peace, and I'm going to give you peace and help you understand that this too shall pass. That ain't gonna wear you down, because I'm a God who can fix that. And so my life, somebody said, I'm in a messed up situation, but I'm guarded by peace. Do I have about 5 folks in here who would just throw your hand up one time and say, Bishop, I know what you're talking about. It's some crazy stuff going on. It's some crazy stuff I can't put my finger on, but thank God I'm guarded. Guarded by his peace. We can't let pity spoil our praise party, because we're guarded by divine peace. And not only that, here's another one that I need you to hear. What Jesus does for us is so powerful, because not only can we not let pity spoil our praise party because we're guarded by divine peace, but also because we're given, Lord help me, divine permission. You got permission by the voice of Jesus himself. It's very clear. It's not a mistake. You can't misinterpret it, Sean. You got to listen to what it says, Dre. Be of good cheer. All right, there it is. It's right there in the text, y'all. It's not an option. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. It's not something we cannot do. It's something we got to do. Because if we're going to obey God, God says to us, be of good cheer. So, what to do in the middle of tribulation? What's the command? Oh, y'all got the word now. Y'all gonna preach to me. Good. So you got to struggle. You don't understand. What's the command? Y'all gonna get it in a minute. I'm trying to help some of y'all get there. And so whatever weighing on you right now, what's the command? So if the command is be of good cheer, I don't hear no cheer. Oh, that fake cheer. Oh, that fake cheer. Y'all still ain't got it yet, because you're not pulling away from the thing that's weighing on you to the point that you can understand this command that Jesus gives. He clearly says, be of good cheer. And I know that you don't understand this part, so let me help you. Don't look at all tribulation for a reason to pity. Take some of that tribulation and let it give you a reason to show enough party. Because something God did that looked like pity is really purpose. It's really purpose. And so, Auntie Lula, when you went through the darkest time of your life, you lost Bishop Robinson, went into a coma for weeks, had to learn how to walk again, had to learn how to talk again. Now, your life today could be one filled with a testimony of pity. Or you can look at it and you can say, God, I found your purpose in it. And I understand because I could have left here in the coma. So for some reason, God, you kept me here. And so since I know that no doctors couldn't do it, couldn't no medicine do it, this ain't nothing I got to guess at. This ain't nothing I got to speculate about. Ain't no doctor injected me with nothing that could do it. Ain't no doctor gave me no pill that could do it. Only God could wake me up from that coma. So therefore, I got to know that God got purpose. And so what's the command, Lula Robinson? Be of good cheer, because I got purpose for you. And don't you think that it's a reason to be in pity? You got to be glad that God showed you if it didn't show you nothing else. Hey, Lady Robinson got one testimony that can't nobody take from her, and I need y'all to know what that testimony is. So if you're sick and you're going through some rough stuff in your body, y'all need to talk to her, because her testimony rings true. God is a healer. Y'all ain't saying nothing. She ain't got to guess. She ain't got to speculate. She can tell you verbatim. The one thing I know about God is that he is. Now, I don't know what yours is. I know somebody can jump up and say, I got one too. I'm talking about being broke to broke. Don't even know what broke is. But I can tell you verbatim, he a provider. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I wish I had somebody in here who would say, he a way maker. How y'all ain't saying nothing. He'll open doors for you. He'll provide. Y'all got to be of good cheer. I got a reason. I got a reason. Be seated. Be of good cheer. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you be of good cheer. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. Next time at work, Jackie, when they be clowning, just turn your computer off. Put it on standby. Just ease up out of your chair at your cubicle. And if you got to go to a private place in the bathroom all by yourself, you just go in the bathroom and have your own praise party. If somebody asks you what you're doing, say, I'm just being a good cheer, because I ain't going to let that foolishness stop me, because I know God is good to me. I ain't got everybody. Yeah, I ain't got everybody. Just y'all got to learn how to be a good cheer. When folks mistreat you, don't say nothing. Just get up out of your chair and just walk on the way. When you get in the parking lot, just when you stick your key in your car that God blessed you with. Just before you sit down in your car that God bless you with. Before you crank up your car, God bless. Have you about a 20-second praise party. Because while they trying to mistreat you and talk about you, you got a roof over your head. You got transportation. They just talking because they jealous. And you don't need to let jealous folks shut down your glory. Folks got to learn how to be a good cheer. So when folk act funny at church, because you know they do. You know, they spoke to you last Sunday. This week they didn't say nothing. If you can get to their row, just get in the aisle and on their row, and you just look down at them and just have you a praise fit. And if they looking at you crazy, just tell them, I'm praising for you. Because I'm being of good. Y'all getting it now. Y'all, I think y'all got it. And so, Dre, what happens is every time there's a moment for the enemy to create for you a mentality of pity, you've got to create another moment of praise. That's how you be a good cheer. When the moment comes to be pitiful, create for yourself a reason to praise. Y'all getting it now? Are y'all getting it? I'm going to give it to you one more time. So the issue is right there for you. Now, this is a reason for you to have pity. But you take that moment and you say, Jesus told me that when this moment comes, to be of good cheer. So now that I know my assignment, when they clowning, I now know, Tyrone, exactly what to do. I don't let them clown and make me clown. I create out of that moment a reason to give my God praise. That's how I be of good cheer. So, Elder Little, when you go to the doctor and they said, we found this spot. They said, yeah, where you found it at? Found it on your lung. Okay. All right. So y'all going to do a biopsy and all that stuff? Okay, that's cool. Well, go on, do everything you're going to do. Just let me know what the results are. And then when they bring you back the result, well, it looked like, okay, all right. It looked like that, looked like that. All right, I got all that. And then you got to find you a quiet place. You got to find you a quiet place. You got to have your sit. Have your sit down. And say, Lord, okay. I know what the doctor said. And I hear him. I get it. But you know what, God? It's all on you. I can't do nothing about it no way. Apparently, this is one of my tribulations. And you told me to be of good cheer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to praise you like I'm already healed. I'm going to act like I survived it. I'm going to praise you because I'm going to trust you. And I'm not going to let it, because here's the real issue, and a lot of people don't get this. You manifest your demise with your negative concepts about your sickness. You hear the word cancer and lose your feet. You hear a bad and you forget God. What is cancer versus God? Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. So we've got to get our spirit back to the level of the command. Always remember the command. What is the command, church? Be of good cheer. And here's the revelation. Here's the revelation. Because once you are guarded by his peace, once you understand divine permission, we can party because we're governed by his divine power. You see, here's the issue, Angel. We were never supposed to fix it on our own. We were never supposed to try to deal with it by ourselves. We need to deal with it through the one who has overcome all things. Jesus said, be of good cheer, because he has overcome the world. Because in the world there's tribulation. Jesus has overcome the world. That means Jesus has overcome what? Tribulation. And if I'm attached to Jesus, I'm an heir, I'm a son, I'm a daughter of Jesus. I belong to him. If he overcame tribulation, does that mean I too can overcome tribulation? Some of y'all gonna catch up in a minute. Because now, Dre, it means that my life is governed by his power and not by my might. I wish I could preach it like I feel it. Because if I'm governed by his power, that means I don't just overcome for the moment, I keep on overcoming. Y'all gonna catch up with Rev in a minute. You see, I don't just get past what you did to me today and go home and feel all right. No, for days and weeks to come, I keep on overcoming. Every time it come up, I overcome it again. Every plot that come out of you, I overcome it again. Every time the enemy try to make it worse, I overcome it again, because I'm governed by his power. I wish I had about 19 people in here who would say, if tribulation is in the world, and if Jesus overcame the world, and if I'm attached to Jesus, that makes me an official overcomer. Somebody say, yep, that's me. I'm an official overcomer. Y'all ain't saying nothing. An official overcomer, I'm finna mess you up, ain't somebody who ain't had no tribulation. An official overcomer, Aisha, is those who have tribulation but know how to deal with it. That's the official overcomer. An official overcomer is those who don't panic at the time the problem comes. An official overcomer is those who know how to shift it and turn it over to Jesus and let him work it out. That's how come I ain't got to be crying no more over every little thing. I ain't got to be weary no more over every little thing. I'm about to let y'all go now. Maybe you know some stuff that you all are dealing with, and it's been hard on you. In 2025, maybe you're supposed to be walking around with your head hanging down. Maybe the enemy think you're supposed to be weary and sad, and you're supposed to act like there's no future for you. Maybe you're dealing with some tough situations in the family. Maybe it don't look good, and the body is like some sickness in it. Maybe it's just so much stuff going on you can't even put your finger on it, but you don't feel like you got a reason to give God praise. And so now is the part where I have to understand that you are not just somebody who's just living in this world. You're somebody who's an overcomer. You're more than a conqueror. That's how come you can give God praise, because you're not just an overcomer on one thing. Somebody say, I'm a constant overcomer. Y'all ain't saying that. You know what that means, Sister Calhoun? If you got issues at work, you're a workplace overcomer. Y'all, I'm going to get it in a minute. If you got issues in your relationship, you're a relationship overcomer. If you got issues in your bank account, you're a debt overcomer. Whoa, I feel something in here. If you got issues in your body, you're a sickness overcomer. Y'all gonna catch up with me in a minute. I need somebody in here to say, I don't care what my issue is, I'm an overcomer over that. Can somebody name an overcomer that you are? Somebody say, I'm a sickness overcomer. I got a breakthrough coming. I got deliverance coming because I am an overcomer. Somebody say, I got a testimony. Say, open your mouth to say, I am an overcomer. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I say, open your mouth and say, I am an overcomer. Would you do me a favor and shout out loud? Say, I am an overcomer. Would you shout across the church at somebody and say, don't worry about me. I am an overcomer. I believe this is a good time for somebody to get up out of your seat and let the world know that you serve a real good God. This is a good time for somebody to get up out of your seat and let the enemy know that 2025, it may have been rough sometime, but I'm still here. I went through some ups and I went through some downs, but I'm still here. I believe somebody ought to have a praise down on the inside. Can I get somebody to admit with me that God, He opened some windows in 2025? Can I get somebody to agree with me? God, He opened some doors in 2025. Y'all, I'm going to give you a reason to give God some praise. Can somebody agree with me that God woke you up every morning in 2025? He started you on your way. Y'all still ain't saying nothing. Let me see if I can give you a reason to give God praise. January, it got a little rough. February, March, April, and May. I don't really know what happened in June and July. Maybe your August, maybe your September was a little bit rough. Could have been October, but for me, Lord have mercy, something happened right there in November. Right along the 8th day, it got real rough. It got real tough. It got dark. Somebody else got a testimony that November wanted to mess Tyrone. November, Lord have mercy. But when I think about where I am in December, still here, still alive. I got a reason to give God praise. Somebody open your mouth and say, I'm going to praise Him now just for who He is. I'm going to give Him glory for how far He brought me from. Despite the tragedy, you better give God praise. You might have a sickness, but go ahead on and give God praise. You got some issues that you still got to deal with, but give God, I said give God some praise. Would y'all do me a favor? I want y'all to do something for me. I want you to get up out of your seat and I want you to say, God, you're worthy of the praise. And if don't nobody else praise you, I'm going to praise you because God, you've been good to me. I don't need no wallflowers. I need somebody who can shout for your joy, who can shout for your peace, who can shout for your family, who can shout for your health, who can shout for your finances, who can shout for your well-being, who can shout for being a conqueror.